Hi, this is Kat with Beadaholique, and in this video, I'm going to show you a few different ways to embellish your memory wire bracelets. Now, you've probably seen us do memory wire bracelets where we've added jump rings and charms onto the little loops here at the back. Now, this is great because these use little bead mixes, and I thought how fun would it be just to add a little dangle of those bead mixes here using some simple wire loops and a little jump ring. So this is kind of another alternative. So you could also add a charm to one side and then do this technique on the other side, but I'm going to mirror my technique on the other side of my loop here. So to do this, we have our little head pin here. I have some extra seed beads that I made sure to pull out, so I made sure to get 9 on each side that I didn't use in my bracelet. I have a little jump ring here as well. And you'll see me do another version of it with this one here by using some crystals. But for the tools that we're going to need, we are going to be using some round nose pliers, some chain nose pliers, and some flush cutters over here. So let's go ahead and bring our pliers into frame here. And what we're going to first do is we're going to take our gold head pin here, and we're going to slide on our 3 little beads. You can do this kind of in any order. I love the mixed style that I have here going on. And we're just going to make this really nice and simple by doing a simple wire loop. So take your round nose pliers and come just above those beads there and just bend it back ever so slightly. Now I'm going to scooch mine in because I want a little bit of a larger loop. I'm going to wrap it up and over the top, rotate my pliers, and bring that wire right all the way across. Now I can go ahead and remove my pliers, come in with my flush cutters right at the base of that loop, and just snip off that excess. All right, I can just set that aside. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure that this loop is nice and closed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, same way you kind of open and close a jump ring. I'm going to pinch that one side and just bend it backwards and just kind of scooch it and bend it towards the center there because I want to make sure my loop is nice and closed. So now I have my 3 little dangles here, and I've kind of spaced them out, made sure, I kind of have a nice little mix there. I'm going to come in, grab my jump ring here, use my chain nose pliers and my round nose pliers to just give it a little twist to open. And I'm going to slip on all 3 of my little dangles. And I'm going to bring my memory wire in here, and I'm just going to slip it onto the loop. So what this does is it just gives it a nice little finishing technique. Now you can do this, like I said, on one side, both sides. You can do a charm. You can add a charm to this so you can have the little dangles there. But I just love how it just gives a little extra something and a little extra movement there to the end. So you can see that you have this on one side and this on the other. Now you can make those longer. You could do your little dangles with just 1 bead each instead of stacking 3. You have so many little options there, but it just adds a little something and makes the piece feel a little more finished. So over here, I've done a very similar technique, but we're going to do wrapped wire loops with this. So let me go ahead and bring everything in here. We have our head pin and our jump ring again. Now this one you can tell is a little bit of a longer head pin because we're going to be doing a wrapped wire loop. So I'm going to slide my Preciosa crystal all the way down. And now I'm going to come in with my pliers a little bit above the crystal there because I want to leave room for that wrap. So now I'm just going to bend my wire back, wrap it up and over the top, rotate my pliers, and now when I bring it across, I want it to be really nice and tight up towards my pliers so I can wrap it around. And I'm going to wrap it a couple of times to get that beautiful little wrapped wire loop there. So now I can remove my pliers, come in with my flush cutters, and snip off that excess. Now if you have a little wire kind of poking out to the side, you can just come in with your chain nose pliers and just give it a little pinch. Careful because you don't want to hit the crystal. But now you have a lovely little wrapped wire loop there. So again, we're going to use a jump ring. And you can use kind of funky jump rings. You can use large ones. You can use oval ones. You can use textured jump rings. Whatever you like to do this. I'm just going to slip on all 3 of my little crystals, same as we did before. And come to this side, slip it onto my loop, sneak my pliers in there, and close that up. Now again, because I'm using a Czech glass mix here, you could actually use 3 different colors of crystals, or you can kind of choose one kind of hero color. As for this one, I pulled out that beautiful little pink. So again, It's really easy to add a little something to your memory wire bracelets, whether it be a charm or you can kind of create a little cluster of beads like this, but don't let your memory bracelets go unfinished. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can get all of these supplies and see even more tutorial videos by heading over to Beadaholique.com. And if you're new to our YouTube channel here, be sure to hit that subscribe button below so you don't miss a thing from Beadaholique.